Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, welcome to our ISKCON official YouTube channel. Today I am going to discuss Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, 7th chapter, text 18 onwards. This is regarding the killing of Trinavarta. So in verse 18 it said that Ekada Arudam Lalayanti Sutam Sati Garimanam Sisur Bodhum No Se Giri Kutavat. One day, every year after Krishna's appearance, it is said that when this pastime happened, Trinavarta, it is just 1 year still. One day, a year after Krishna's appearance, Mother Jasoda was patting her son on her lap, but suddenly she felt the child to be heavier than a mountain peak, and she could no longer bear his weight. So, the purport of Prabhupada Maharaj says that Ladayanti means sometimes a mother lifts her child, and when the child falls in her hands, the child laughs, and the mother also enjoys pleasure. Jasoda used to do this, but this time Krishna became very heavy and she couldn't bear his weight. Under the circumstances, it is to be understood that Krishna was aware of the coming of Trinavarta, who would take him far away from his mother. Krishna knew that when Trinavarta came and took him away from his mother's lap, Mother Jasoda would be greatly bereaved. He didn't want his mother to suffer any difficulty from the demon. Therefore, because he is the source of everything, Janmadhyasya Jata, as stated in Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, first chapter, text 1, he assumed the heaviness of the entire universe. The child was on the lap of Jasoda, who was therefore in possession of everything in the world. But when the child assumed such heaviness, she had to put him down in order to give Trinavarta Sura an opportunity to take him away and play with him for some time before the child returned to the lap of his mother. So, Siddha Swami in his Sarartha Dasantika says, what use are all these things for me, the Lord of all wealth? This event took place when Krishna was 1 year old. The Bhagavatam 10 canto 26 chapter text 6 says, Ekahayana asino riyamano vihayasa daityena jas Trinavartam. That means the demon Trinavarta took away Krishna when the Lord was 1 year old. This 26th chapter we have described in our Srimad Bhagavatam series, that from 24 to 27, these 4 chapters describes Lord's lifting of Govardhana. The 26th chapter, the title of 26th chapter is Wonderful Krishna. The Brajavas is thinking of Krishna's pastimes just after lifting of Govardhan hill. Jasoda felt a great bliss by placing Krishna on her lap and lifting him up in the air with her 2 hands. Suddenly Krishna became as heavy as a mountain top, and Jasoda could no longer hold him. Jasoda could no longer hold him. Krishna knew that Trinavarta wanted to kidnap Jasoda along with himself. Therefore Krishna displayed his Aishwarya Shakti in order to prevent any pain coming to Jasoda. Becoming heavier than the heaviest, Krishna forced Jasoda to place him on the ground. Jasoda can only lift me a little, but I want to play in the sky. Reasoning like this, Krishna let the Asura take him away. So, I like to speak. There are so many commentators giving this comment. So, I would like to give the comment of Sanatana Goswami in Brihad Vaishnava Tosani. Okay? Though Krishna, who reveals at all times his unlimited nature as Bhagavan, has other attractive pastimes during this period, which are well known to the people of Mathura, such as defeating the demon disguised as a Brahmana named Siddhara. These pastimes are not related since they are not well known. Or Sukadeva couldn't tell all these unlimited pastimes in the short 7 days that Parikshit had left of his life. So many pastimes we cannot count or discuss. The children generally begin to walk when they are 1 year old, if they are strong. Before crawling, one astonishing pastime is mentioned, or Sukadev simply relates pastimes with increasing sweetness. Sometimes there is deviation from this. On consideration of chronology, generally the events related are not strictly chronological. That will be seen in various places. Since she always carried him with affection, why he had become so heavy at this time? Though he is by nature heavier than countless universes, for the devotees he is light. In order to kill Trinavarta, he manifested great heaviness so that she would take him from her lap. Jasoda's power to carry him disappeared. So in this way, I would like to speak the next verse, that is verse 19. भूमौ निधाय तां गोपी विस्मिता भारपीडिता महापुरुषम् आदधौ जगताम् आस कर्मसु. That means feeling the child to be as heavy as the entire universe and therefore being anxious, thinking that perhaps the child was being attacked by some other ghost or demons, the astonished mother Jasoda put the child down on the ground and began to think of Narayana. Forcing disturbances, she called for the Brahmanas to counteract this heaviness, and then she engaged in her other household affairs. She had no alternative than to remember the lotus feet of Narayana, for she could not understand that Krishna was the original source of everything. So, Srila Prabhupada Maharaj in the purport says that Mother Jasoda didn't understand that Krishna is the heaviest of all heavy things and that Krishna rests within everything. Amapsani sarvabhutani, as stated in Bhagavad Gita. As confirmed in Bhagavad Gita 9.4, Maya tadam idam sarvam jagat abhyaktamurtina. Krishna is everywhere in his impersonal form and everything rests upon him. Nonetheless, nachaham tesu avastita. Krishna is not everywhere. Mother Jasoda was unable to understand this philosophy because she was dealing with Krishna as his real mother by the arrangement of Jogamaya. Not understanding the importance of Krishna, she could only seek shelter of Narayana for Krishna's safety and call the Brahmanas to counteract the situation. Sripad Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur in Saraswati Sandika says, being disturbed, Jasoda put Krishna on the ground as she wondered how her son had suddenly become so heavy. Maybe some demon had done this. Fearing this, Jasoda took shelter of Narayana, the Lord of the universe. Jasoda glanced upward to Vaikuntha and in meditation said, "O Lord, you have given this son, so now you must protect him." At a very old age, Jasoda got this son, Nanda Maharaj also. Then in great anxiety, Jasoda went out to call some Brahmanas to perform the Swasthyanam karma. Then Srila Sanatana Goswami in Brihad Vaishnava Dosani says, afflicted by his heaviness, she placed him on the ground. She lost her smile, Vismitaha, worrying about some danger. Or she became astonished at the suddenly increase in weight. She remembered Adadhu, the Lord of the universe, or Narayana, who supports the weight of the universe, who came into her mind because of the extraordinary weight in order to protect her son, since she was a coward woman with natural affection for her son. Recovering after some time, she engaged in household duties for her son. So in this way, we will describe further how this Trinavarta will come and take away Lord Krishna to the heaven. Some Acharya says that the demigods in the heaven, they couldn't get the opportunity to see the Lord. That's why by their prayer, the Lord showed these pastimes. So thank you very much for listening to this lecture, and please don't forget to subscribe, share and like our channel and get the blessings of the Lord. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama.